Yo, how's it going, guys? Ed Richie Unicorn Call here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back. It is Wednesday. Sorry, stayed up late watching the Phillies game. They play on the West Coast, so the game lasted quite a bit, but the Phillies keep winning, so I'm happy. And hopefully you guys are happy because we got some news to tell you guys about. For Wizard101 console, same thing. They are on the final phase of the whole Xbox game preview beta. Just remember they are in the free membership testing phase, so if you wanted to check that out, make sure to just tell your friends and have fun at it, and yeah, just enjoy it. And again, there's no official release date yet. We're still waiting on word for that. We don't know if it's going to come out, anytime this year or maybe early next year. We have no idea whatsoever. So yeah. And then over here, make sure to check out the new Technomancer Tech Kit bundle. We did a overview video of that. Zephyr and I think Genevieve also have done some pretty cool videos, so make sure to check them out. Pretty much everybody's made a video or at least complimented this bundle because this bundle is really cool. There was some comment talking about, oh, it's a $30 bundle, it doesn't come with a house. You guys forget that a lot of Wizard101 bundles don't actually come with castles. And quite frankly, not every single Wizard101 bundle needs a castle or a house. And I can show you in game right now of what I mean. I think I have a little bit much when it comes to houses. Like, look at all of these bundle houses I have. All these are crowns. Look at this. We don't need any more bundle houses. And not every single bundle needs to have a castle with it. Okay? I think people should calm down and just see that, oh, this is a cool piece of gear. I might go get it. In which case I did. And I basically just stitched the whole thing. The stats were like, that was the one thing I was criticizing in the video. It's like the stats were like niche because it has low resist and a little bit of outgoing. It's nothing like too crazy. Like, I wouldn't recommend you go into combat with it, but design wise it is absolutely stylish and I absolutely love it. And plus the zoom broom mount is a 52% mount, which is also pretty insane. I'm not glazing in a bundle, I'm just saying, like, for me personally, this is one of those bundles where it's like, wow, this is actually pretty fun. This is like one of those fun bundles that I haven't had a lot of great time with in a very long time. So again, make sure to check that out in the online cart and have fun with that. And speaking of bundles, there's actually another bundle. This is the Undersea enchantment bundle, which is another one I have, which I also like. And this is going to last all the way through September 22nd. And it has some pretty cool gear again, and some pretty, I would have to say, decent stats. Still stats I wouldn't like typically use, maybe back in the day, but now, with the pin system and stuff like that, I don't really use it. But again, it's still a pretty cool bundle. Make sure to check that out if you want to. And then over here, we got the monthly event calendar. Reminder that we have the Beastman Monster Mayhem event for Avalon map for September 16th through the 22nd. And then we also got the Pet Promenade event as well through the 22nd. If you're a raider, especially like myself, I highly recommend the Pet Promenade event because at the last tier reward, you can actually get yourself a free energy elixir. So make sure to check that out. Of course, you're gonna need a little bit of energy, and you, of course, to manage to hatch a pet and do all the stuff that's required to get those event points. I mean, personally, for me, it's not hard for me. I mean, I literally just do it and then I just get it done. But for other people, it might be a struggle. But for me, I get free energy elixirs and also some other pretty cool elixirs from that event. Highly recommend it. And over here, remember about the Fall Scroll of Fortune that's going to last all the way through November 30th. I was debating on getting this wand, but considering I just spent $30 on that Technomancer bundle, I might have to pace myself a little bit, bro. I'm broke. Alright, the 5 boxes event is also available through the 22nd. I might play on my alt characters and play on all 4 of them and actually do a little video walkthrough of it. Get a little quad box going on once I figure out the technology aspect of that. But yeah, the 5 boxes event is available, so make sure to check that out. And then over here, a reminder that we still got the whole 17th birthday going on. I think the party's kind of winding down a little bit. Obviously, there's no more free membership or anything like that, but it is going to last all the way through the 30th. There's still stuff in the Crown Shop that you can buy. Actually, a ton of stuff in the Crown Shop that you can buy. And, that free code. So remember about that free code. And, of course, some of the member benefits have been going on. So, again, make sure to check all of that stuff out. And over here, we got a little bit of a double whammy, or could you say a triple whammy? Members can collect double Animus and double Pet XP and enjoy a free training point buyback benefit through the 21st, which thank goodness, because I definitely needed that free training point buyback just to reset my points and get some Rochambeau spells for raids, even though I probably still will never ever use them in the event I actually do some of those raids, which is crazy. I can dual school pretty much anything, but it's like, it just kind of depends on who's with us. Like, oh, do we need a myth wizard? Like, I have myth Jin, but you know, I end up never ever using a myth Jin, or a raid never happens. I don't think we're actually gonna raid at all this week, just because the rosters are super duper empty. We've been experimenting on the weekend with different times, especially to compensate any players that are in Europe. For anyone that doesn't know, from the US to Europe, there's like a 6 to 7 hour type of difference, or even maybe 8-hour difference. So the US players would actually have to play the game early, in which case my guild is not early birds. You know, they don't want to play in the afternoon or anything like that. Most people are either working or doing schoolwork and stuff like that, still even over the weekend. It sucks, I know, but maybe I need to start recruiting some EU players, because personally for me, I'm free. I'm always free, but yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. Now, going on from over here, we got the new Prospector's equipment. This is Prospector Zeke's outfit attire, and it looks adorable. So make sure to check this out in the Crown Shop. It looks absolutely fantastic. And over here, we got Merlin Ambrose's birthday bash, so make sure to check this out, because there's a bunch of stuff. A community contest, which is really fun, new items and returning items that are in the Crown Shop. So make sure to check it out. It's going to last all the way through September 30th. And then going over here from Ravenwood Academy, still no news about it. We only know that it's coming out in 2026, and that's pretty much it. It's still kind of like a work in progress, and that concept art that we did see, that was kind of concept art. That wasn't really finalized art of Dahlia Falmea's design. As they said, it's still a work in progress. So, and like I said, I like Dahlia Falmea's outfit. I love it. Everybody's hating it. I'm like, oh, she doesn't look like a wizard. I'm like, I think it's cool, dude. I think everything's cool. But, you know, make your own criticisms of that whenever the game does decide to come out. And then over here, last but not least, which I saved the best for last. You know, I saved the controversy stuff for last. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Get More Gear contest. And then Dare to Descend, I'm going to read this entire event or contest, right? And I'm going to read it out for you and explain what I don't like and what other players don't like, and just the overall emphasis of it and why it's controversial. Not really controversial, but just like, you know, nobody wants to do it. Alright, but anyway, Dare to Descend once more into the depths of Darkmoor. This community event challenges you to farm, fight, and survive Malistair's cold wrath. The wizard who collects the most Tier 1 Darkmoor gear drops by the end of the event will earn the brand new upcoming bundle. The brand new mysterious bundle, which, if it is from the leaks that I saw, then I'm definitely not really interested. But anyway, this is a pretty cool contest, right? And by Tier 1, they just mean like the highest quality of Darkmoor gear, like, you know, the robe and the wand and all that junk, right? Anyway, the challenge, and I'm going to read it right here. Collect as many pieces of Tier 1 Darkmoor gear as you can. Every robe, every hat, and boot counts towards your total. So gear drops are tracked per character, not per account, right? So no submissions required. We'll handle the counting for you. All right, pretty cool, right? So the event start date is September 16th, 2025, and the event end date is at the launch of Test Realm. The exact date to be revealed as a surprise. So that's one thing that we can take away from this, I guess, quote-unquote contest, is that we could be getting a Test Realm relatively, quote-unquote, soon. Maybe. I don't know. You know, usually I say soon a lot, but soon can mean a lot of things for KI. I mean, they said soon for the whole console release, and that took a year. They said soon for Ravenwood Academy, and that's taken like 2 years. So, again, we don't really know exactly when. We just know that this event started yesterday, and you could, grab your friends and do it. Now, here is when we get to the tricky part, right? How to participate. Obviously, you gotta be a level 100 and talk to, the desk school professor, blah, 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 blah. And then you gotta enter Graveyard, which is actually one of my favorite dungeons in Darkmoor. But there is a little bit of a catch. So, Malstair is the final boss of Graveyard and drops a tier 1 gear. Yep, we all know that. So, you run the dungeon. You'll likely need to run the dungeon multiple times to collect the full tier 1 set, right? Hat, robe, boots, right? The more time you spend farming, the greater your chances of victory. Yeah, awesome. So the more hours we soak in, I'm sorry, I'm giggling. All right, the more time you spend, the greater your chances at victory. Okay, anyway, the reward. The wizard with the most tier 1 drops, right, from now until the end of the event will win the brand new bundle, right? The bundle will be officially announced and released at a later date, so stay tuned for future announcements, right? Okay, so this is the part where it gets a little iffy, because it doesn't say there's a second place, it doesn't say there's a third place, it doesn't say there's a fourth place, there's no leaderboard at all, which would have been cool. No, it's just do or die. It's one or all, right? One for all, free for all. Okay, so whoever collects the most tier 1 Darkmoor gear drops is the winner. And that's where we get to the whole, iffy part of it. And I'll read the rest of the stuff. The rules, no cheating, right? Kind of broad, but okay. And have fun, and good luck competitors. And so that's the rules. Yeah, that's yeah, that's the rules. So there you go. Now, there are some pretty cool Darkmoor guides, which is pretty cool. So, new to Darkmoor, explore these resources to help guide you. Sword Rolls had a blog about Darkmoor gear drop rates, or gear guide. And then Ice Gold actually has the ultimate Darkmoor guide 2025. So make sure to check him out, and make sure to check the blog out, and all that stuff. And are you ready to brave the shadows and claim your prize? Gear up and let the farming begin. And so, yeah, that's the contest. Yeah, there's nothing else. Yeah, that's it. So you probably already caught on to what the main criticism is, and obviously it's just I usually look at these contests and I usually just ignore them, and sometimes I don't even do a news video on them just because the kind of pace of it is that it's a speed run and endurance. It's gonna be whoever can collect the gear the fastest and whoever can soak in the most amount of hours in the game. Who can ever become the most true wizhead? And I'm a wizhead by heart, but some people take it to the next level. They will play this game religiously. You have to play this event and contest religiously, which I'm not sure if that's KI's main point of it. And it is a cute contest, which is nice. And probably the other part about it is that, there's only one winner. There's no second place. There's no third place. There's no type of leaderboard or anything like that. It's just whoever collects it the most wins it. And you don't have to submit anything, which is also nice. They do the counting for you on your character. It just sucks, though, that it's kind of built on endurance, right? And that's kind of why I don't do these contests. And you also got to take for account that this is gear that is 10 years old. So I'm not sure if asking for, a couple of wizards, especially level 170 wizards to kind of collect this gear and they have no use for it. I mean, I would imagine they would have to sell it. They would probably sell the gear after the event is over. But I think a lot of people just don't want to spend the time and energy and resources to do this dungeon just for a slim chance at winning, even though they probably still won't win because they aren't putting in enough hours into the game. And personally, for me, I have done my fair share of team ups in Darkmoor. I haven't done them lately because a lot of people want me to attack since I am a level 170 wizard. But, all in all, though, it is what it is. I don't think it's a bad contest or anything like that. I think it's a nice contest to kind of get people hyped up for the new Darkmoor world that's coming out soon. Yeah, it's super cool. I don't know if there's a way to do it, though. I think this is one of those things where you're going to see a majority of people ignore it, and you'll see a bunch of the try-hard players kind of go all out. I think what's really gonna suck though is again just the one winner aspect of it, because you are gonna have, you're kind of promoting it as where play the game as long as you can, and then if you just don't win, oh well. Like, what? I feel like you would waste a lot of. I feel like this contest is like one of those high risk and low rewards, right? And you're getting a bundle, right? It's cool. You're getting a pretty cool unannounced bundle, which I kind of already saw in the leaks, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait for Contemplate. I know Contemplative is right in essence. I mean, he wrote a little bit about it. He wasn't really interested in the event. And, there just really isn't much of a reason to do the event. I mean, I might do a couple of team-ups just to help out. But even then, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the contest. I mean, again, I think it's a cute contest and all, but I mean, I just got this gear right now and I'm looking kind of sharp. I'm not even gonna lie. That new unannounced bundle ain't gonna do it. This is really, dude, I really do love this bundle. This is like the one time I've stitched like a whole bundle together. Like, everything about this is so good, man. I love it. I don't think anything's gonna top that. And plus, I do want to pace myself. I don't feel like buying any more bundles. And do I want to have a shot at getting a free bundle? Absolutely not. Because I actually got stuff to do. Even though I don't got no job, even though I don't go to college anymore, I graduated in 2023. I still got some sick siblings, right? My brother and sister are sick, right? I got stuff to do, man. I also got raids to do. I got other stuff to farm. As a matter of fact, this actually makes me want to farm other stuff like the 8% mending opals and stuff like that, and maybe some other stuff. But just, like, in general, I just don't, I don't want to do Darkmoor again, at least in this aspect of it. But I'm sure everybody will have fun with it. And like I said, it does just suck that it's just one person that's just going to win it all, which is definitely going to suck. And I also don't know about the whole no cheating thing. Like, that seems very, very broad. Like, I don't really know what that means. And I don't know if they have a way to detect if you're cheating or not. I'm just saying. It just seems like one of those events that popped in their heads and then they just said, go for it. Whatever. We'll give some random person a free bundle. Let them soak in enough hours. And, yeah. Cool. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, that's enough talking about it. Check it out if you wanted to try it out. I mean, I don't care. If you did need help with Darkmoor in general, I definitely wouldn't mind helping some of y'all out. Farm Darkmoor in general. Not for the contest, of course. But in case you needed help with that boss or any other type of specific bosses, join our Discord. I'm always trying to help people. And I do want to show off my gear. Because I need y'all to see the fit, bro. I need y'all to see the fit, bro. From the boots, from the robe, from the wand, from the hat. I need y'all to see the fit. Do y'all see it? Y'all see the fit? All right, we good. Yeah, look at that stance, dude. Like, I need y'all to see it. I need y'all to see the fit. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today's new video. I'll talk to you guys later, and yeah, peace out.